Two female school employees accused of abusing students. Ladies, why? Georgia school district employees each face serious charges of illicit sexual contact with male students following their indictments last week in Gordon County. Brooklyn Schuler on the right, Rayleigh Greason on the left face charges of sexual contact by an employee or agent in the first degree. But the story only gets worse from there. Schuler was one of Greason's bridesmaids. The latter's website for an October 2023 wedding shows, and Greason was reportedly Schuler's maid of honor in November 2022. What is that saying about show me who your friends are? Okay, they've not been adjudicated yet, but already there's a theme here.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Schuler's wedding website has since been taken down, but the New York Post reported that Greason described her there as her ride or die and best friend. Both women are reportedly 23 or close to that age. If convicted, the women could face up to 25 years in prison or a fine of up to $100,000. They do seem incredibly close here and happy when together. All reports have identified Schuler and Greason as ex-Calhoun City School District employees, raising some questions about what their exact roles were in the school system, at which schools, at what times, and whether they resigned from their jobs or were fired. Again, reports describing them as former employees. Law and crime with some of the details here. Still need to know more. The Calhoun Times said that Schuler was most recently a fourth grade teacher at Red Bud Elementary School. But the time period for the alleged offenses is between October 2021 and January 2022, prior to both weddings. Greason is listed as being a pre-service certified, according to the Gazette. What is that? The report said Greason and Schuler are each out on bond after being accused of sexual intercourse and sexually explicit conduct involving different male students, with Greason facing 2 counts and Schuler facing 1. Not immediately clear how old the alleged victims are or how old the defendants were during the timeline, October 2021 and January 2022. Under Georgia law, a conviction for the first degree improper sexual contact by an employee or agent is generally punishable by at least 1 year behind bars and as many as 25. But if the alleged victims are under the age of 16, legal peril substantially ratchets up to at least 10 years and up to 30. There is a caveat. If at the time of the offense, the victim of the offense is at least 14 years of age, but less than 21 years of age, and the person is 21 years of age or younger and is no more than 48 months older than the victim, such person shall be guilty of a misdemeanor and shall not be subject to the sentencing and punishment provisions of Code Section 1710 6.2. So what they're saying is if these ladies are a little bit younger and they're purported victims a little bit closer to their age, give or take, 4 years? It's not going to be as bad for them. While Schuler on the left appears to have split with her former husband, per the Daily Mail, Greason on the right is still pictured on her husband's Facebook profile. June 28th, the day Greason was indicted, her husband posted a message quoting Jesus from the Bible. Let him who is without sin among you cast the first stone. There's the couple pictured here with a black Trumper in MAGA hats. And I thought it was Halloween. Okay. Listen, we've covered stories like this before, Ben. It's out there. These are the allegations. What do you make of Georgia law too? It's up, it's down, it's all over the place, and inappropriate sexual contact with a minor. Just say it's rape. Either you can give consent or you can't. But then I'm not a lawyer, Ben.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I'm not surprised to find these are Trump supporters. I'm not surprised to find that This is the conduct of women named Brooklyn and Riley. Neither should
Oh,
be
my goodness.
names. I'll keep that as my lead comment on that. It seems like Georgia law came down properly on this one. I think as far as the statutes, it makes sense to me that that's where it lies, that there's severe penalties, but if it's closer in age, it's less of a penalty. That makes logical sense to me. I think that the legal system will adjudicate this as necessary, but a lot of people not taking their teaching responsibilities too seriously, and then some of them taking them way inappropriately seriously. So it's just
Yeah.
hard to find good educators out there these days.
Yeah, and you got me messed up with your assessment of the names Brooklyn and Riley. Now I'm going pouring through my memory, all the stories I've covered in my career, and I think you're on to something. Okay, I do worry about this as you show confidence in Georgia's system of justice, the penal code here. That when I see these two blonde young women being adjudicated, listen, they've been indicted, but I am mindful and bracing for those tears, white tears, blonde tears, woe is me tears. Maybe this case it won't happen. Maybe. We will update you on Brooklyn and Riley indicted for inappropriate sexual contact with minors.